Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike, and sorry for the delayed start today. We had a lot of little issues crop up. Uh, Two big ones. One, X-Plane 12 updated to release 2, which interesting. There were no betas, unless, of course, I missed them. That's always a possibility. But 2, and I'm trying to figure out why it didn't show. All right. My daughter needed some help with the job searching she's doing, and so I decided to hold up and get that taken care of first before blasting off. It felt kind of wrong to start streaming and then put you all on hold, basically. So let me get in here and figure out what happened. There we go. I don't know why that didn't show up. What we've got here are the jetways don't work, or at least in this stand. And so we're just gonna, okay, broken jetway, let's get an air stair out here and load them up that way. So the way it happens sometimes. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Why is the air stair not there? So anyway, welcome in. Hopefully things will calm down and we'll have an enjoyable flight today. As the opening screen said, we're at John Wayne Airport, Orange County Airport, Pasadena. Let's see, what else have I heard this called? This airport has names that just seem to go on as far as Sin City will go on. Los Angeles. We are in John Wayne Airport. I've kind of gotten to like this airport, and I'm going to fly a lot more into it rather than LAX for a couple of one, less traffic, cool, less chance of getting booted by X-Plane for frame rates. But two, they're kind of challenging to get in here. You're up against Los Angeles to the north and terrain and noise abatement south. So I kind of am getting to like this, like I do Santo Dumont, the other airport in the Sao Paulo region. I can't think of how to pronounce it, but anyway, those two airports and a couple of others that we go to that aren't the norm people go to. So it's kind of fun, and I've gotten a request, and we've been to LaGuardia, uh, but I don't think I've ever shot the expressway in. So we'll take a look at it here and try and get it on to Schedule tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week. We already got this week etched, albeit never in stone. However, we do seem to find our way onto it. Okay, so that's the game plan. We are in the ToLiss A319. I thought about another 321 flight. And then I said, nah, we've been flying the 321 a lot. Let's get the 319 back up and going. So that's what we're doing today. We're online on VATSIM. Plenty of gates available for you. Come on in and join us. Love for you to fly with us. So, how'd your Monday night go? Ours went fantastic. Tuesdays, anyone having any big problems? St. Louis will hear soon, but at the moment, just kind of brooming off the little dust of snow we got. Okay, granted, some places got quite more than we did. The main event is knocking on the doorstep. So we'll see what that has by tomorrow morning when it winds down. Okay, so as you can see, some toolkits up here, and let's get to work. All right, so you can see the flight over here to Phoenix. Okay, today we're flying again John Wayne to Phoenix. Then we're going to continue to Denver. We've been kind of in this, and I kind of like this more than, put a plane here, fly here, reset everything to then fly somewhere else. Now, I know some of you out there flat out love that. And I know you're in search of events. I just like going from, kind of like an airline day. You go from where you woke up to an airport, which could be a hub, to an airport, which also could be a hub, and a couple more. Or maybe that's it for your day. I don't know. I know it's all how much time and all of that on your hours of service and all. So, but anyway, we are cranking it up in the A319. Flight number will be 2463 for American Airlines. We're online, ready to go. All right, loadout. 29,083 pounds. Remember, this is an A319, so don't be looking for those Mondo Condo loads that we were running before. Hey, Matt, 1997 Air, how you doing? I've heard you've all had quite a bit of snow yourselves out in that territory. I got more coming for you, unfortunately. Talking with my dad out in Harrisburg not long ago, and boy, he says they haven't seen this kind of snow in a while. I'm like, yeah, you probably have, but I get it. You may not remember. But yeah, I'm going to warn you, got more snow coming. But hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, so the A319 is going to have 29,083 pounds. That is the breakdown, 127 peeps, 6,800 pounds down in the cargo, and we're going to put 11,400 pounds of fuel in. It's been a bit snowy here in West Virginia. I've got a kind of a little funny about West Virginia. One, that I learned when I drove the truck. Two, from a young lady that worked in an office after I drove the truck from West Virginia. And she goes, when it's about November, December, and that first flake of snow falls, it doesn't stop snowing in West Virginia until about April. And I thought back to my truck driving days and went, so true. About every time in the winter, it was always snowing in West Virginia. It's like you turn the valve on, it could be 70 degrees, and somehow there's snow falling in West Virginia. Yeah. I heard rumors, and yeah. Basically, what Matt was saying here, still trying to grasp what happened in Toronto yesterday. If you're not familiar, CRJ7, I think it was, or was it a 900? I haven't heard that part. But anyway, an airplane, and I haven't even been able to determine, was takeoff or was it landing, was a 900, and flipped onto its back and so forth. Rumor, and please listen carefully if you're in it was landing. Okay, I had a feeling that's it. All of a sudden, I started seeing stuff today on takeoff. I'm like, what? So that's where I got confused. Anyway, if you're in the press, very carefully hear my words. Rumor, okay, not definitive. Potentially, they were outside their crosswind limits, or if not, they were within tenths of a knot of their crosswind component. That's rumor only. That's why you got to compute that. And that is one of a very big possibility of what could have happened. But then who knows? I'm no inspector. I'm no aviation disaster recreation guru that can tell you what happened looking at it, just like anyone else. But there are thoughts that the crosswind component was either higher than the airplane could take or just right under it. And
LA traffic, Oceanic 508, we are close to the ILS runway 25.
Hang on a second. I know how to rid
Yankee,
all of this Unicom traffic that's supposed to be on CTAF. So that's something I've heard. Again, I wasn't obviously not there. I'm in St. Louis. I'm getting it like all of you through a press that has no clue about aviation and relying on experts that aren't there as well, just looking at it and trying to tell them what happened. That's not how it works. You got to let the authorities at it, let them do their investigations, let them. But you can start those preliminary things if the weather and all of that. So we'll see. It is really right now not boding well for regional carriers again. This is third regional accident, let alone throw in the Learjet right after the one in DC. Not doing well for them. So I don't know what's going to come out for them. You had the crash in DC, the overrun in St. Louis, and now this in Toronto. So if you all were wondering, where was I getting the third one? It was St. Louis. All regional airline crews. And then you throw in the Learjet in Philadelphia, which, you know, it kind of got swept to the back pages really quick. I never heard much about it after the day it happened. So, and that one was a super tragedy. It's a medical flight, 6 people killed, and it got swept away real quick. All right, let's get back to this flight. Before I bury myself even deeper in conjecture. Anyway, cost index will be 5, and I think we can make 37. Not 100% sure on that. We'll revisit that here shortly. Weather here at Santa Ana, variable at 3 on the winds. We're going to be using 20 right, but we'll double check real world ATIS. No, it hasn't been. You're right there, Matt. It has not been a good year. I even heard someone say, it's all because of the cuts in the FAA. No, no, there's more to it than just that. It's just, again, under-reporting, under-checking that our illustrious fourth, that say they're the fourth layer of government when they're not, the press. They are nothing in the founding fathers' idea of our country, just a freedom to them. They are not the fourth branch. All right, so 26 will be the intended runway for landing. I think 3603, 10 miles. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Yeah, there's going to be a lot to come out of all of these incidents. Anything right now, the press says, take it with such a grain of salt. They are about as clueless. They need flashlights to figure out they have a clue. So, let's see here, and I've already got us online. All right, so let's get going. I want to get off that topic because I am no friend of the press. Got a study. Oh, I bet you do, sir. Okay, yeah, we'll be there pretty quick. I've already got the coordinates in. The alignments should be complete, and we're ready to blast out of here. Okay, we are in gate 22. Feel free. Long line of gates to the north. Pick one, but 22 leave alone, or 21 or 22. Depends how your sim sets it up. All right, so let's do this, shall we? Where did I leave off at? Okay, APU's on, they're boarding. And I need to double check. Okay, yeah, we're aligned. Okay, and Okay, so we got 127 people, so we're going to run with pack flow at high and turn the bleed on now. Okay, let's get down here and get this monster called a McDo formulated. And all right, let's go to weight and balance, hit reset just to be safe. Okay, 122.254. Oh, okay. Ha! Nice. Okay, let's go to page 2. By the way, yesterday we talked about this on the MD-11, how this little FMC looks a lot like the one on the MD-11 minus the takeoff approach. The other button missing is right here, the left arrow. I have yet had time to go search MD-11 cockpits, but yeah, the left arrow is missing. All the other arrows are there, but the left arrow is not. Now, technically, if I do this, it comes back. See how it just comes back? But it was interesting. They've again almost got an Airbus cockpit, almost, but it's fun. So, all right. So everything's good on this page. Next page. 122.3. We'll go with it. 8.5. 11.4. What's in our tanks really? 11.3. We'll put that in. 11.3. All right. Everything else looks good. Especially when put up against our handy dandy loading machine here, and we're all looking good. Okay, now let's move to F-plan and get this show on the road. Did it again. All right. Real quick here for people to see what we're doing out of Santa Ana, California. All right, so here's our flight. Right now, 20 right may not be the one in use. So let's look at the real world ATIS. How did I do that? First, Navgraph charts. And when you download it and, of course, get on the subscription, you're going to be updating to always updated charts as they have available. And 2, you're going to get their weather information. Where it comes from, I don't know, but you get the METAR with this one where it says DEP, that's your ATIS. So you're getting real world ATIS or IVAO if you see a 1 over it, Pilot's Edge as you see, VATSIM if there was one, there is not. So we're going with the real. This right now is what's broadcasting down at John Wayne. Okay, so wind variable at 3, 10-mile visibility. We just briefed this not too long ago. 3006. And still ILS 20 right. Landing, departing 20 right and left. And then hazardous weather information for the Southwest U.S. available. Okay, how to get that in the real world. All right, so that's one great feature. So we now know for sure 20 right, which we'll double check because they're short to start with. You got a 2,800 foot runway and you got a 5,700 foot runway, 20 right. So we're correct there. Now, we're taking the Piggin 3 departure. So it looks like this. To Piggin, out to CNERY. All right, so we'll come over here, click SNA, departure, 20 right, and look for Piggin. pig in 3, transition, CNERY. I call it synergy. CNERY, synergy, whatever. Y'all get the... Where's the other one at? Oh, down south. Okay. All right, and that's taken care of there. Let's go here to plan, and I am going to watch it as we step out along... Wait a minute, let me back it up. Sterile, Tangle, Shipper, Dana. Sorry, folks, went the wrong way. Pig in, Wild. Okay, so we're on the right track out. Flowers. Blackett, Castaway. Next up is CNERY. All right, now from CNERY, we have one more fix, and that is Bly, which starts us on, I believe, the Hydra 1. Okay, so now let's pull up Hydra 1 real quick. Coming off Bly, you can see the track, and we're going to head up here probably to Foul, which, wait a minute, we're doing 2-6, correct? Is the Hydra the best? Hang on. Bear with me a second here, folks. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. All right, so we're going to be running down south. So we're going to come here to Hydra, work our way out to Lemoux, and then work up to 2-6 for our arrival, if they'll give it to us. If not, we'll hit the 2-5s. But for now, let's plan 2-6. So we click Phoenix, we click Arrival, we click all right, so there's the well, let's take a look at the possible approaches. All right, so we could work our way up this way, just fly out, intercept the IWA, which, by the way, is Mesa. Wow. And then work our way in. Or we could just do that. Okay, so we'll do ILS 26. Coming in on the Hydra 1. Hydra. Novia. Bly. Okay, so let me back up things here. All right, so I want to make sure Scully, Spink, Sonara, Swoon, and Hydra. Okay, it looks like we have all our fixes. Gila, Agala, okay, Chavo, and Limo. Okay, now this is that vector, if you will, till we turn in for the ILS, which ILS, Chagall, 8 miles out. So yeah, we'll look good there. Okay. Missed approach to Avent and hold. And we're headed to Prescott if we have to divert. All right, so we're set there. RadNav looks good. If we got to bounce back here, perf. Okay, over to the tablet again. Now you can see we got weight and balance, we have takeoff performance, landing performance, obviously. Currently, weather here at John Wayne, variable at 3. Nope, I said 3. There we go. Temperature 16. And real quick, 3006, that's good. And we're on a dry, no ice needed. That'll be fine. Flex air conditioner on. And let's go Toga because of the short runway. And what's it putting it at? 3. Let's try 2 if it'll give it. Let's do Toga 2. All right. So here's what we did. We filled in. I'm really not worried what these first 3 numbers are. Variable, it could be 070 for all we know. It could be 200 for all we know. But 3 knots will not affect an airplane's crosswind component as aforementioned earlier. It will. I mean, a Cessna might get affected a little bit more than this heavy beast. But they all have a limit, and we're way under it. And they have tailwind limits. So always, that one's the big one, because so many airports want to land you one way, and the winds are just flat out not there for it. So, all right, so let's uplink wind. How about we do this? 180 tree. Didn't want to cough in your ears. Okay, let's request our data. Again, I always, if I'm going to be above flap 1, I'll put that flap setting there. So far, it hasn't bit me. One time, this could be the time it does. We'll see. It did not. Okay. So, again, your first page here, that is maximum power, Toga. If you want to flex it, it would go here and see your data. All right, so for us, 123, 123, 127, that all looks fantastic. If anything, we may back off V1 to the minimum. Oh, 123. That's weird. All right, well, we're going to plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. And 123, 123, 127 all looks good. You can mess with these if you know how to do the formulas. Blackbox 711, a Twitch YouTube streamer, has a great site. It's not every airport, but if the airport's there, you can fill in the thrust and reduction and acceleration and engine out accelerations from his site. Fantastic site. So check it out. I think I can do it this way. And just go there. You'll see the point where you put it in. If it's not, there's a way to see if it's actually in there. But LAX, I believe, is in there. So, but anyway, our takeoff numbers are in. I think I'm going to go ahead, release the baggage dudes and dudettes. Okay, one thing about this right here that I have been running into here of late. When you click your either mechanic or your attendant, the call light goes out, which means you may or may not transmit on VATSIM. So if you don't, what I like to go by is if I don't see COM1 illuminate, I'm not getting out. Now that doesn't mean the controller doesn't have voice set up. I ran into that on the Africa trip a couple days ago. But then I got to play with the ACAR system with them, which that was amazing. No, wait, correction. That was yesterday's flight where the ground controller wasn't coming up on voice. And that could very well be he speaks Costa Rican, which I would assume is some form of Spanish, and may not understand English. I don't know. Usually they do. Most controllers do a pretty good job with English out here. So, all right, let's get this beastie in the air. Real quick, running down the rest of this so I don't forget steps. Okay, we're there. All right, pumps on. Okay, logo, seatbelts, no smoking set. Emergency lights are armed. Pack flow set to high. Cross bleed set to auto, and we're ready to go, except for setting our MCP. Okay, just in case we come back. VOR, and currently we'll set in 37. I want to check something though real quick. Okay, and the Hydra. We might be able to do it, so we'll see. Top of descent is not there, guys. It's Sim Toolkit, probably of Elevatech. It's probably a. How about we'll keep it there and we'll see what we get. How's that sound? Okay, anti-skids on, landing gear 3 down and 3 green, and spoilers again not armed. You don't see the white band. Flaps are 0. Squawk code in. We're on expounder and we're ready to go. Y'all ready to do some flying with Mike? Love to have you aboard. That was great a couple days ago with Azul, and love to do that again. Anyone out there, come on, let's go. We're on VATSIM. All right, starting the beastie first. Why don't we close the main door? Yeah, it's a shame the jetways, for some reason. I even moved the plane back a little. Aren't working. All right, we're ready to go. We're on external power, or yeah, we're still on it. Let's come off. APU's got it. And we'll just do it from here. Beacon on. Better push back.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Okay, we're ready.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Many of you just probably went, how'd that happen so quick? Open your, when you go to better pushback, open it up and you'll see a thing down there called preference. Click it and you'll see a preference for a shorter push or a shorter start point or something like that. Click on that and you'll be right in front of the plane and pushing back. Pretty decent. I'm really liking this. By the way, better pushback is free. You can do a lot with it, and we're going to get out to the East Coast where that really shows off. And it's just a great program for free.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
And very, very simple to install. Just goes right into your plug-in folder. It just, not your aircraft, your sim. It's just so simple to use. And, oh, what a great tool. And if I didn't mention it, it's free. Brakes off.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, let's do that so we can get going quicker. Okay, we got our air. And they are coming alive. Looks like we are the only one to dare to leave John Wayne. Actually, an American flight left. Just as we were just about to go live, before I told you we had to take a delay, the flight number we wanted to use, he was using. Thankfully, it's a shuttle-like flight. Right, there's available. I'm going to go ahead and start in on the next engine. Okay, we got a light off on number 1.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Okay, we got an available there. We'll start the clock and we'll start in on some of this.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Okay, now once in the real world, once you see the tug off your side with the thumbs up and the pins, that's what he's holding are your pins. So you know your landing gear will retract, you know your nose gear steering is back in your control. And see, the animation even shows him out. Good. And then thumbs up or a quick nod of the lights. and he'll stay there his time to mount. All right, let's finish this up. All right, pitch trim. We need up 4. Okay, got that. And while we're here, back to normal. Rudder trim zeroed. All right, now I'm gonna also check our surfaces. Now, I did not put this in the title, and I should have. This is 1.4. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that here real quick. Hang on. Let me finish up what I'm doing here, which will put us into ready for taxi. Okay, let me fix that real quick. Here. Be more of a factor on our second flight when more people show up. Let's see, there it is. That they'll be able to tell, whoa, this is the new release. There, as far as I can tell from this release, those curious, it's such a simple read. Bear with me, I'll just read it off to you. Also, at our Discord channel, you'll find it. Basically, all I did was copied and pasted the text. Actually, I'm going to add something. Okay, nothing came out on the news feeds. Anyway, basically on the X-Plane site, this is what it said. It's a release candidate, so you have to go in to the installer, run it, enable betas to get all of them on each time we go to a new one. But basically added new wheel brakes axis, linking the left and right toe brake axis. Quick views for external cameras created by versions prior are working correctly again, and they made some more improvements to the castle at Salzburg. Terrain fix and all. So we may have another flight to Salzburg coming. I really love that place. I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. I'm starting to really like that place. All right, let's finish this up. We gotta do a cabin check one more time. Lights, APU off, and flaps. Flaps 2. And as soon as they acknowledge, we'll do ours. There we go. I guess they weren't in flaps 2. Here we go. And by the way, the CTAF for this airport, hopefully I can find it quickly. $118,000. And of course, I get hiccups all at the same time. Oh, excuse me. John Wayne traffic. American 2463, taxi to runway 20 right. We'll go via Alpha to Lima to get there, folks. And by the way, that what I thought was a timer, I mean, it might have been, but I think what I saw here, that was the Zulu time. And I had reset it, that's why it was weird looking. Just beautiful scenery for me. Just love XP12. Only thing I wish with a 5-year-old computer, and I know he's got a video out there of how to upgrade to the later grader GPU graphic cards, but we'll see. Right now, can't look into any of that till we till life gets a little better in the household here with the finances. And that's not a plea for you all. Believe me, it's not. I've been out of a job for almost a year. That's what's behind that. So don't get me wrong, we'll take any help we get, but I want that not to be a guilt trip. As our church says, give out of what the Lord tells you, not what I'm telling you or that silver gold dish in front of you is saying. Give from your heart, basically, is what that's saying. All right, anyway, and again, we're not calling for that. The only thing we call for is if you don't like the ads, you want to get rid of them, you could subscribe. Yes, we do benefit from that. No, we're not trying to pressure you to do it. It's if you want to get rid of them, that's a way to do it that directly will support the stream. Other ways, somewhat support us, but not to the level that if you subscribe. All right, we're at the runway. Let's make sure we're ready to go. Let's get that terrain radar on. Weather radar set and ready to go. You know, I don't get why sometimes this will work and sometimes it won't. Okay, we're all set to go there. I'm gonna draw that down to 20. Last checks, okay. Chronos start on the runway. Okay, prior to that, transponder. Okay, set to Terra. Brake temperatures and fans all looking good. We won't need them. Well, yeah, let's put the fans on just in case of reject. Engine mode, let's go with the ignitions on. Turn off lights and lights. Here we go. Okay, not showing anyone. John Wayne traffic, American 2463 departing 20 right. We want every ounce of this runway, so Roger, clear for takeoff, American 2463. Airspeed's alive. All right, sorry about that. Had a phone call. Hopefully they're leaving a message. Was trying to get to the phone and couldn't real quick. All right, sorry for the quietness. Just trying to figure out who called because I do have a couple of leads that I'm hoping call me here soon, and I'm always scared when I miss a phone call that that was one of them. You know what I'm saying? So pardon me if I'm just a tad bit preoccupied here. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry again for that. All right, we're on our way. Let me, okay, we're good. Nobody's pinged us to call them. And let's get off of CTAF and back into VATSIM, Unicom, and we're on our way. As far as I can tell, doing the lookups and all, that was a spam call. Bummer. All right, so we're on our way, and I want to thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, sometimes these weird things happen where people call me right at the weirdest times. So I hope that means they're watching. So hey, welcome aboard. All right. Anyway, we're on our way. We just departed John Wayne. I'm not sure what the second warning was on takeoff. But you can kind of see the airport in the distance there off the wing as we're banking. And Phoenix, here we come. Okay, there's transition, so we'll hit standard there. And we can turn the brake fan off now. Let's check everything else. And we're on our way. So I hope your Tuesday is doing well. Hopefully studies are going well for some. And, oh yeah, we are kind of getting to the, is it a semester break or? See, when I went to college, we had this thing called quarters, which went away not long after I left college, where all of pretty much Ohio dropped the quarters and went to semesters. And, our quarter would end with spring break, and we're getting close to that time frame. But my wife would be the one to tell me. I think spring break is mid-quarter or mid-term instead of like your winter break at the end and so forth. So anyway, good luck to any of you that are on quarters. I kind of liked it, but it's also more intense. You got just, what, 10 weeks versus the more, or is it, I forget how many you had, but they cram a lot more into you in that quarter than they do, well, they same amount in a semester, just spread a little bit more. All right, Castaway, right after it, we should be at top of climb. I put us to 37, right? Yep. We're on our way. Questions, comments, love to hear them in the chat. Also, feel free to come up on our Discord channel and hit me with your questions there, comments, good, bad, indifferent. Just keep them respectful. Language. I personally don't like the 4-letter words, but I know most of you, that's all you seem, that's all that is said. So, but we'll do the best we can. Ah. Oh, I gotta go look at... Oh, I accidentally did do that. Wow. Okay. Fixed, and we'll double check. Okay, that's good there. Yeah, I somehow got rid of one of the characters there, and just got that corrected over on Stream Elements. Okay, we're on our way. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. We're only just about an hour out, if that. I have had this question. Why do I not use the Elevatech overlay? To me, very hard to read the numbers. Very hard to read the lettering. I know I should be able to go in somewhere and be able to correct that, but I can go right over here to Sim Toolkit. This one is, at least, if I can read it, trust me, pretty good bet most of you will be able to read it. And 33 minutes is what it's saying as we climb. And this, most of you probably have younger eyes than I do. So shame on you if you can't read it. No. Just kidding, folks. Yeah, just kidding. But anyway, we're on our way. And as mentioned earlier, those of you that are within the sound of my voice here in St. Louis, we're still waiting on round... I've lost track how many rounds of snow we've had here in the last 96 hours. Whatever's coming, supposedly the main event is still coming, supposedly. But I will tell you this. If you wanted to just call the main event cold, it's cold here, 13 degrees. And at 1:30 in the afternoon, that's getting close to about the peak temperature we'll see, unless a warm front's coming. It's not a warm front coming. So it's cold. So seriously, bundle up. The job I used to do a year ago, oh my gosh, would it be cold today. But it had to be done. Every airport has them, and that was just one of the roughest parts of the job. Oh, but having to be out in the cold, not for firefighting thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, thank God. What happened up in Toronto, oh, I feel for those firefighters, how cold it is. And then you start dumping foam. Oh, that's cold. And thankfully, no fatalities. Thankfully, just injuries. Duluth fly, Mr. Boogie Woogie Woogie. I don't know what that word is there, dude. But that must be Florida for something. Hey, welcome aboard.
It was severe enough that the plane was. We would have had a lot of unhappy campers in the back if there were any in there.
As we go.
Well, it is Delta, so warning for that real world they report as moderate, so I'll take it for what it is.
Uh-oh.
I got you, dude. But yeah, we were literally. It was literally like a robo. We were like, it was like, yeah, it was nuts. But yeah, we're fine now though.
Good, and just maintain 340. Let me know if it gets worse up there.
Oh, we cleared the clouds. We're fine. But yeah, we'll maintain 340, 738.
Roger, go, it's called.
Who's calling? Are you guys on Unicom there, Duluth? Bricks. All right, you got me confused, Duluth. Where are you flying to and or from and to? You guys have me confused. I'm going, what controller is up here on Unicom? All right, we got a quick, we're about to hit top of descent. It's a short flight to Phoenix, so what did you expect? Hang on. We'll let it get into cruise. Now we'll do our thing. Next phase. All right, let's take a look over here for approach. Is that our latest and greatest MITA? 1851. It is. Boy, we just can't get rid of variable, can we? What we will do up here is put 5 in there. Temperature 21. Is that the same? 2996. Okay, everything else looks good. We're on an 11,000 foot runway. We'll give them the southwest effect. Actually, that would have been max. All right, 29 decimal. Temperature 21. We said 0, 0, 0, diagonal 5th. And today for 26, 250. All right, we're set up for that. Now let's just see. Oh, we are going to need at least 5,000-ish feet of runway. Okay. I'm shocked Auto ATIS has not told us we're going to need to descend. All right, we're getting close to top of descent, which just happens to be the equal time point. And how you can tell that on Airbuses, at least, there is something usually marked with a circle and the parenthesis Echo Tango Papa, equal time point. And just as a side note, I have opened up the voice channel on Discord here. If you're on Discord, feel free to work your way there. If you're not, here's a link, and that'll put you over to Discord and walk your way over to the live streams, and you'll be on channel here voice-wise. Okay, we're set up for the approach, and we're ready to start down. Next leg will be to Denver.
Well, if it isn't Bougie Boy Mike.
Bougie Boy, that's what that was. Okay. Not even sure what that means. I'll have to Google it. Oh, my
Okay, old
Auto
man.
ATC is telling me I've got to go down to 25,000 feet. I'm not a fan of this. But I get it. Some people aren't up on the formulas and all for descent. But how was the white sands of where you were?
I'm still there.
Oh, you're flying?
No, I have a computer at home, and I brought my computer with me.
Ah. Awesome.
No, not my desktop, but my laptop.
Oh, I figured you took your desktop and thought you'd take over the plane on the way down.
Oh, good Lord.
No? Okay.
No, but I did meet on the way down. I met an flight attendant who knew my uncle.
Oh, really? Very cool.
Yeah, when she said, "Are you so-and-so's nephew?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I'm his oldest nephew." And she's like, "Oh my gosh."
Let me show you this neat seat we have here. It has a great view and can keep you cool. As I go out the door.
All right.
Oh, wait. Here's your parachute.
Who needs a parachute? They're overrated.
I'm going to wingsuit it.
There you go. No, the flying squirrel suit or whatever it is.
Well, good to hear from you again. Sorry to hear about the troubles you've had, but hopefully all is
it's
well.
working its way out. It's working its way out. Grandpa Bert said he's willing to go into a nursing home if he has to, so it's all good.
Good deal. I didn't want to get into specifics unless you wanted to, so that's why I kept it the way it was.
No, that's fair. I'll tell you certain things I can tell you, but yeah, he's up walking around again, and you know he's actually said several times before that he'd be willing to go into a nursing home if he had to. So.
But we got the bolo alerts here to be on the lookout for crabby old man, and it wasn't my picture wasn't on it this time.
Not yet.
So that's good to hear he's up and around again.
Oh yeah, he's 90. He'll be 99 this year, Mike.
That's
99.
awesome. the things he's seen and witnessed and been a part of, probably.
Oh yeah, I did a little impromptu interview with him on and put it on was it Spotify as a podcast, so everybody can listen to it.
Wow. Yeah, it's like my grandfather, what he could have what he had done and been through and all. So,
Oh yeah, 100 years. What have you been through in 100 years, right?
yeah. Basically, he would have been born, let's see, we weren't quite yet in the Depression. But his memories probably would have started then.
Yeah, Grandpa was in World War II, but he never saw action, thank God. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I understood, same with my grandfather, but and I thought I heard something about Pearl Harbor with him, but I don't know. So it's all you never remember sometimes what you hear correctly.
Oh yeah.
And no, folks, it's not because I'm old.
Yeah, it is.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Hey, Matt 1977, add back. And well,
There
welcome
you go,
back,
Mike.
sir.
I put it in. You put the link in your DMs. You don't have to listen to it on stream, but
Oh, okay.
it's I put the podcast episode on in your DMs.
That's cool. I'll take a look at it afterwards.
Yeah,
I
no
like
worries.
that little
Absolutely.
video you did driving through the streets of
Oh,
whatever
Dunedin? Oh yeah, yeah, Dunedin. Yeah.
is that Tampa or is that somewhere else?
No, that's Edgewater Drive in Tampa and Clearwater and Dunedin.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like a suburb or neighborhood or what.
Nope, that's a neighborhood that my yeah it's it's right on the intercoastal waterway. If I would have spun the camera to the left, you would have saw the water.
Nice. Very nice. So
But
did you
yeah, I
go
couldn't
see
have
the
any.
airport?
The Tampa? I
No,
flew into Tampa.
no, the one that's more important. St. Petersburg, Clearwater.
Oh, I've been to that so many times. It isn't even funny.
That's where Allegiant would go if they came up to you guys.
Oh, well, who? No, I'm kidding.
If that's what Allegiant says. You want us to go where? Where's that?
Yeah, I'll go where? Where's that? Huh? Who?
Oh, that's
What?
right. The one where the bridge never has the boat go under.
Oh my God, you're never gonna let that go, are you?
Nope. Oh, man, we are just not coming down like I want. Gonna just have to step it down harder.
You're gonna say put the speed brakes down.
Nope, we're gonna go a little steeper. Even though it's showing it should make it, I am not getting that feeling we'll make 25,000 by Scully.
Feelings seem more than feelings.
Ah,
So, Mike, I told you about this place I found here in Florida called Hot Bins. I told you about that, right?
yep.
Dude, I found some really amazing deals. I got these bone conducting motion headphones that go like around the back of your head and all that.
Hmm,
My Tomcat, my moderator, looked it up today. $130. I walked out of there with them for like less than 10.
nice.
And then I found a lens for my camera that unfortunately doesn't work, but I looked at that on Amazon. Normally it retails for $350. I got it for 45. But regardless, it doesn't work.
So it really is a $300 lens if it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I can go to National Camera Exchange in Golden Valley, I think there's Golden Valley, Minnesota, and sell. And they said they'd take a look at it. If it's not, they'll give me some money for it if it's worth it. So.
Cool. But yeah, that was a neat sight you showed me.
Cool. I appreciate appreciate that.
All right, now we're gonna make 25,000 by there. All right, where's my chart? What's the next big one?
Over there.
Scully, then then 7,000. Okay. Oh, 9,000's our next one. Okay. Phoenix, here we come.
From Phoenix, you're going to Denver, then I see.
That's where we're gonna try to go if it's not too nasty up there.
Just make sure you don't do a barrel roll on the runway this time, please. Too soon? Too soon? Too soon?
We've done our damage already on that one.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, the things I'm hearing is, and again, another RJ.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That's what I was thinking.
never
Yep.
bodes well for what's coming.
Mm-mm.
And why I say it that way, if people aren't understanding, there was a crash in Buffalo. I think it was the early 2000s or late 90s, Q400. And that is what a lot of people attest to the pilot shortage. Because they basically blamed they didn't have enough hours. That's part of it. But that was more of a training issue on the fact of Colgan that could have been addressed versus the normal U.S. Air Force, U.S. military form of discipline. Y'all suck. So y'all gonna pay for it.
Hey, I'm not defending the pilot, and I'm not defending anybody, and I'm not trying to stand up for anybody. Did you see how hard he landed on
Well,
that runway?
yeah, and there's reasons why that could have happened.
I don't
Besides,
know. It
he
could have been.
oopsed.
Well, I was gonna say maybe ice on the wing or
Crosswind component.
crosswind components. Yeah.
He was like, I can't remember if I saw a negative or a positive, but he was like point something 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 from the maximum component, either
Oh
over it
wow.
or under it. And again, rumor, something the press showed or talked of, doesn't mean jack squat until the examiners do their thing.
Right. Let the FAA and the CAA or whatever it is
I
do
don't
their.
know. Will the FAA be in on this? I mean, it was.
They have
Who
to be.
was it?
It was Delta Airlines,
Oh,
and
it
it was
was
coming out of
Delta, so it's a good
Minneapolis.
chance FAA.
It was Delta, and it was coming out of Minneapolis.
Oh, those people in Minneapolis, I tell you.
I know, right? They a bunch of punks.
But no, this is the third incident now with RJs.
Yeah, I wonder what well, that happens in threes, I guess. I don't want to be
Well, one of them was just an overrun. Well, not an overrun,
Yeah.
slide off. But, by the way, there was a video on Facebook. I think it was a Russian airliner.
Mhm.
And he started to slide. I think it was a taxiway. They claimed runway. Okay, I don't know. And he recovered. It was really wild to watch. He got nearly 90 degrees. And he actually got it back under control.
really.
And it wasn't a dry runway or a dry whatever that did it. It was whatever he did, reverse thrusting and all of that to bring it around. It was really wild to watch. Unless, of course, it was someone playing with AI and trying to make themselves look good.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was pretty slick. Besides the fact that the surface was pretty slick.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to flying into Minneapolis right after all this.
Actually, I don't think you guys have had any. Well, you've had some snow up there. What we're getting is not coming from that direction. It's coming more out of
Oh.
Denver.
Oh, so it's completely missing.
It could be. I haven't seen and paid really much attention up your way. So, but I just know our biggie that's still supposed to be coming. There's also a lot of talk we here in St. Louis may really not get hammered like they thought, because there's a big high pressure with dry air and all of that's eating it up. But where my daughter lives, my oldest, they're gonna get hammered. So,
Well, I'm looking at the temperature. The temperature.
no, that's
Excuse me.
probably bone chilly cold.
No, actually, the high is supposed to be 20, and the low was supposed to be 12.
Wow. Because we're 13.
Yeah,
Thank you. We'll be
Friday.
waiting for that with open arms.
I'll bet you will be.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
and then wow, and then it's supposed to go up and up and up and up and up. After Friday, it's supposed to be Saturday 35 is a high, Sunday 42 is a high, Monday 44 is a high, Tuesday 45 is a high.
nice. Well, see, now we just got to get through the work week here in St. Louis. Come
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, we're supposed to finally get back above freezing, and then it's just up and up into the 50s next week. So, we just got to get through this garbage.
Yeah, I get you.
And this one was okay. We're not descending, so we're going to make it descend. So once we get through the garbage here, we should improve drastically. But it was funny how one of our meteorologists did like a 30-minute presentation from his home on this
Mm-hmm.
storm, this third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, whatever it is. Wow. He calls it the dry air eating machine, just eating the snowstorm up. And right now our pressure is almost 30.50 here in St. Louis, if not over. So it's pretty high. And I know it's just so cold down there. Would you guys get below 72?
Who here?
Yeah.
76, buddy. Eat it.
Oh, did you get your parka out?
Yeah, get your Parker.
Yeah, that blew my mind away, that one trip to Miami. Both myself and the people looking at me thought we were both crazy. Me getting out
Right.
in shorts in the middle of winter in Florida, t-shirt, 60, 70 degrees, and they're in parkas.
Uh,
I'm like, who's crazier here?
I know what's funny is that we sat down at a restaurant here in over in Dunedin where I took that video. Ironically, the people that were sitting next to us were Minnesotans also.
And you all were in your shorts, and everyone's in their
I
parkas.
wasn't in shorts. I was in jeans, but they had heaters above our head. This guy, the Minnesotan looked at went to the talked to the waitress. Can you turn those heaters off? We're hot. They had little mini heaters above our table, and he's like, "Can you turn these off? We're hot."
Yep.
Let's see. Flying with Mike next stream. 1 day, 8 hours, 59 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Next stream.
Looking at your countdown in your panels.
Oh, that's weird. Because the next one's, well, yeah, I don't know if it's tied right into this one or what.
I don't know. It just says let's see. Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah. It says Tuesday, 11 a.m. You're way
We're
off.
under it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to get those right, and I can't speak for what they do.
Sorry, you can be wrong once in your life.
Oh, yeah. You know, when we were in Vegas several years ago, and this was middle of summer, 115-degree daytimes. At night, again, if folks aren't familiar, Vegas is a desert city, high desert, 2,800 feet above sea level.
Black Rock Springs is what I remember. Something I don't know.
They,
In Reno, Nevada.
by day, it was 100 to 115 degrees.
Oh Jesus.
At night, they had those heaters on above you.
Oh my God.
It actually, well, if it's a clear night, all of that heat goes straight up into the atmosphere. It starts getting chilly, even though it's in the upper 90s, 80, because you were so used to the heat. You step out of it and you're like, oh my gosh, it's cold. Case in point, here, my office will get anywhere from 75 to 76 degrees when I'm streaming. The house is set at 72, and I'm actually cold when I cross the doorway into the house. It's just weird. Yeah, they got those heaters you were talking on in the middle of summer on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, how we doing on this descent? Okay, it looks like we're doing pretty good. So any other fun caper stories down there?
No, Florida man, not yet. Give it time though.
Oh, well, that's awesome. You're getting some time off. Getting a break, so to speak. All right. You know, it always gets very nerve-wracking when you're flying here in the Southwest and there is absolutely nobody online controller. San Diego's up and that is it. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Let me see W. Is that sound right? I see WJ. Works for me. Perfect. We're set up for the approach. Yeah, I really liked the Phoenix area when we were out there. Albeit it was October, November timeframe, maybe November, December, and very comfortable.
Phoenix traffic, Delta 1447, taxi 25 right via Delta 7, Echo, Echo 13, Phoenix.
Speaking of which, what is CTAF since people refuse to go to it? think that's Goodyear. Yep, Goodyear Airport. Then a little further north, that's Luke Air Force Base, and not sure about that one. And then there's Sky Harbor right out in the distance. All right, we're at, well, we're supposed to be at 9,000, but we'll take 7. And then we get ready to set up for the approach. And by the way, again, we are on release 2 for 1.4. Had one come out overnight or during this morning. And basically, it's just a touch-up of the scenery and Salzburg, working with that castle that's there. And something with wheel brakes, so you may have better toe brakes, those of you that use them. I don't have them. So... But again, make sure you go into the installer, run it, and check the box that says beta to get that and future ones. Mine automatically happen. I was kind of shocked, thinking, ooh, maybe? And then no, it wasn't the radar stuff. And if you were curious what Phoenix looked like, there it is.
Traffic Delta 1447 departing 25 right on the Quakey 1 to the north, Phoenix.
And I'll tell you, one thing that really threw me off here with Phoenix, and always has, I always thought the tall buildings out here in the distance when we get on the final were Phoenix. That was Tempe. Phoenix is actually over in this area, behind a little
And
bit.
in certain approaches, you go over the Sun Devil Stadium, I think it is, or
Well,
wherever
that
the
would be
Houston
Tempe.
Astros play. Yeah, that's yeah. When on certain approaches, you go over Tempe.
And I always thought that actually was Phoenix till we were out there and I went, what the? And
Ah,
lo and behold, That's how it worked. Yep, 100% saw that Sun Devil Stadium. Wow.
I don't know if it's Sun Devil Stadium or not, but
For
also in
Arizona
one of the
State?
new. No, it's a baseball stadium.
Oh, okay, then that may not have been. We were out in Tempe and saw where Arizona State plays.
No, it's where the Arizona Diamondbacks play, wherever that is.
Them.
Yeah, them. Those guys.
Sorry. Gotta have fun with them.
Yeah, those guys. But yeah, if you get an outside view of the plane when you're coming in, and you go right, and they got I think the stadium roof is open. So yeah.
We were highly impressed with the city. Granted, we saw it from the eyes of Scottsdale where we were, which, yes, is the creme de la creme live out there. We took a long drive through all of Phoenix, Mesa, Tempe.
Phoenix traffic Delta 1447, clear of 25 right, Phoenix.
And it's a shame you weren't where you were supposed to be on CTAF, sir. But really a beautiful area. Mesa, we were a little question of, but once you go west of there, wow, or east of there out into the desert, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'd love to get back there again.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink. Maybe like a decaffeinated soda. I'll be right back.
On our way down.
Going down, 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 down.
Yeah, right out in here would be Tempe, where the Arizona State, I hope I'm getting it right, University. One of these mountains is actually a park. You can walk and hike. Might be the one behind the airplane, or I really can't tell from a flight sim, but it was just really cool to be out there. Granted, as a tourist, not a person living there paying whatever you pay out there. Okay, I am gonna go ahead, make our turn. Yeah, Phoenix traffic, American 2463, turning to intercept the ILS 26, switching to CTAF. Okay, we're all set up. Flaps 1 out. Going for approach. Currently about 12 miles out, lined up on 26. Here we go. Yeah, Phoenix was just something really cool. Um, Mountains within the city for, recreation and all of that. It was just a really, to me, a unique place where usually our parks are, that. But here was an actual mountain. Pretty cool. Have Phoenix area traffic on common traffic. American 2463, 8 mile final 26.
2,500.
Okay, spoilers arm, gear down, 3 green, brake set medium. We're ready to go. Let's bring her in. A23. Okay. All right, flaps are full. And Phoenix area traffic, American 2463, 3 mile final 426. Phoenix. All right, let's see how badly we messed this one up. Okay, flaps full, cabins ready, autopilot's off, perfect. And we got the plane, and we're drifting already.
Above.
300.
All right, minimums will be landing.
Minimum.
We're stable.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
5.
welcome to Phoenix. I don't know how we did. I've got my phone not watching, so we'll take a look here in a minute. Coming off at Bravo 7. I think I'm supposed to take this taxiway in. A23, where, oh, where is A23? Okay, so we'll take that first row here, first terminal, and head down in between the two. Third one down should be A23. Okay, brake set. APU's up and running. We'll shut one of them down. Okay, and finally make sure master, start terrain's off, weather's off, make sure terrain's off. Yep, timer off, hour and 11-minute flight. Brake fan, let it go for a little bit. And everything else looks good, beacon and seatbelts. All right, welcome to Phoenix. Chocks are in. All right, let's kind of go through this quickly. 118 feet a minute the airline got us at. We'll definitely file that. And let me head over here, check them out. Okay, my profile PIREPs. All right, for today's trip, 118 feet a minute. I forgot to turn the bus off. All right, that's better. I saw coming in the distance. It was running for the plane. Anyway, 59 minutes they have us at. We got 220 points. Outstanding. No bonuses for this. Wasn't a bonus run. We're going to Denver next. So we are looking really good this week or so far with American this month. Overall with everyone else, and then we are going to take a quick break and go through all of this. Hang on. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, just really needed to get to the restroom. Oh, all right. So we're on the ground here in Phoenix. Let's finish up checking everything out here. All right, through Elevatech, which is a program. I've heard you probably all heard me say this a million times. I am an alpha tester for it. So I try to fly all my flights with it so they can get data they need. And they too have us at 118 feet a minute, 126. Folks, that's right about where we were supposed to land. 1G, not bad. All right, and let's move over to Sim Toolkit, he says cautiously. 120 feet a minute. We'll get it here. Hang on. Wait. Cancel for a second. So here's our flight. You can see divulged, I think, due to the turn here. I'm not certain what this is all about, but that's our route. Looks pretty good. All right, let's pull up the details. All right. Again, 1G, 120 on the feet per minute and 126. Beautiful flight, hour 16 minutes long, just shy of 300 miles and 2,400 kilograms of fuel. So, the ultimate question, I know we were right of the center line. I already know it, 19 feet. However, we were about 1,600 feet down the runway. That too is not bad. So, not a bad overall look to the landing, as you can see. There's your threshold. Your landing zone here looks like it ends right about here, right? I think about, yeah, right where we kind of turned in to where we're parked right here. So overall, not a bad landing. Numbers look good. Pitch 6. Just a little bit trying to inch it over to that center line. It just didn't happen. So overall, really looks like a good flight number-wise. And I really hope y'all enjoyed. Twitch folks, hang around. We're going to reset and set up for flight number 2. YouTubers, we're going to say goodbye to you, but only for a short while. We're going to, that way you'll have a couple videos here instead of one long one. You have a couple shorter ones. All right, I hope y'all appreciate that. So, all right, so I am going to Twitch, if you users, if you'd like. I get it, you're busy. You're more than welcome to hang around. All I'm going to be doing is running the music to get our YouTube folks out. We'll restart when we're ready to restart a sim or stream. And but you're more than welcome to hang out. We're not killing the stream at all, just the recording. So YouTube, y'all have a great day. God bless you all. We'll see you on the Phoenix to Denver leg. Along with you guys at Twitch. We'll be right back.